We are in the wrecked flying fortress. You had just recovered the 9 adamantine rods that I think Bell is a pit fiend. I don't think I'm mistaken in referring to him as a pit fiend, if memory serves me correct, or the most powerful of demons. And he put you on a quest to retrieve these rods that were stolen. You see, now that you've actually found them, that the rods have written on Infernal in them that they are somehow related to the companion of Elturel, which is that sphere that is now over Elturel, emitting all of the kind of necrotic energy and lightning and all that. And we think it's what was ultimately responsible for transporting the city of Elturel to Avernus. It was before it turned dark. It would emit radiant energy and protect the city from any form of undead. And they called this thing the Companion, but also has, been referred to in infernal contracts as a solar insidiator. And the rods that you have found are literally called solar insidiator locks. So it definitely seems to have something to do with the sphere of doom that is hovering over Elturel. So that is what brought you here to the wrecked flying fortress. That's what you were doing. And you had a little bit of company. Chukka and Clonk, along with Barnabas and a host of Redcap and Madcap from, what was it? It was Mad Maggie's fortress. What was that called? Fort Knucklebone. That's the one. So it was a friendly visit. They came in and were kicking around like you were, and they've actually all left at this point. They actually got up and left in a hurry because there is some plumes on the horizon indicating one of the warlord bands of the wastelands are coming in this direction. Barnabas and Chukka and Clonk all decided that they were going to flee, and that's literally what they're doing right now. And you can decide what how you want to handle it. You are here with all your vehicles. So you are up in the top of the flying fortress, which has got to be about 100 feet off the ground.
Oh, I thought we had got down to the ground last time.
Did we? I'm not sure if that was clear, but you might be right. I didn't listen to the whole recording. I kind of listened to the last 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, we were trying to skedaddle out away from them, make sure they didn't take the rods from us.
So your idea was to get out of Dodge?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to make things pretty simple then. What was that, Joe?
Well, that's not me. He thinks Marcus should decide.
Oh, Fancy thinks Marcus should decide, right? Okay. I'll send him an email and see if he can get back to me. But all right. So if you're gonna skedaddle out of here, let me throw you back. You've got plenty of time to do it. So where do I want to go? I want to go to the Avernus map. Here we go. So we are down.
Dan,
Yeah.
what was the next one on the other path?
So I believe on that path, you went to the pit of Shumrath.
We did that, yep.
You dammed the river Styx flowing in, which pleased the Mirror of Mephistar guy, and he told you to go back to the obelisk, and that he had to preach his loyalty to Mephistopheles or something, and if he did that, he would get out. So Obelux, who was here at the obelisk, Obelux obelisk, it's easy to remember with all the names, he or it had told you of the location of the crypt of the Hell Riders, and said that there was someone there by the name of Oleanthus, or I might be getting that a little wrong. I'm kind of going from memory here. I believe it was Oleanthus, and that Oleanthus knew the location of the Bleeding Citadel. Ultimately, all of this activity that you're doing is in an effort to find the Bleeding Citadel. On one token, you are ready to go. If you bring those adamantine rods back to Bell, he's going to tell you where the Bleeding Citadel is. And the other path seems to get you, or to imply that at the crypt of the Hell Riders is someone who can tell you. So there's.
Well, I was going to ask everyone, knowing that the rods are for the big thing, giving them to him is not my personal best idea, and I was wondering if you guys want to go try the other way.
Do it.
I'm not sure I follow.
These rods have the memories of something, right? Of the I forget. Didn't you say they had the memories of something in them? Or am I remembering something wrong?
Yeah, soul coins. Well, no, that's not even right. I don't remember anything about memory. Did anybody else recall?
I'm talking on the adamantium rods. They had some. They contained something in them.
Here, let me see. Let me look.
Yeah, the guy wanted them for some reason to restore something, powers or something.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to listen to it this week either.
So, I'll read verbatim here. The safe contains 9 adamantine rods, each one weighing 3 pounds and engraved with runes that spell out the words Solar Incendiator Lock and Infernal, followed by a number from 1 to 9. Those are the rods that the characters are searching for. Characters familiar with Thavius Krieg's Infernal Contract recall the Solar Incendiator is another name for the companion. Armed with this knowledge, a character who succeeds on a DC 10 Intelligence Arcana check can conclude,
and I think we did that,
that the rods were designed to unlock the companion, suggesting it might contain something. And that is the end about the rods.
Yeah, and I was wondering if you guys want to try the other way so we don't have to give up the rods that might have something about the companion in it.
Fantasy is all about driving fast and taking chances.
Why do you guys want to turn the rods in?
The other option is, again, bringing the rods back to Bell, because he told you he would tell you where the Bleeding Citadel was if you retrieved them.
If we trust them.
Yeah, that's how I feel. So, do you want to go the other way?
What benefit do the rods give us, though?
Well, I'm afraid if they have the companion is that little elephant that travels with us, right?
No, the companion is what they call that massive sphere of energy that hangs above Elturel.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
yes.
Lulu. Okay, now I understand retroactively. Lulu has memory stuff going on all over the place here, but that's Lulu. Lulu is a companion of yours. She is not the companion.
Okay, I was confusing the two then.
Gotcha.
So
It makes sense now that, like, why you were asking about memories, because I'm like, Lulu has memories.
So our option is to bring it back to Bell, the demon we met, and he'll tell us where the Citadel is.
Right.
Or, as you were saying, this thing that's been protecting El Terrell, we could potentially bring it back to them, and then kind of give them an opportunity to somewhat be a safe place, considering how long have we been here now? Like a week?
Right.
Well, I was just wondering if we go to the crypt, since we're on this side of the river anyways, we might find out where the Citadel is without giving up the rods.
I mean, okay. If those are our options, my vote would I think going to the crypt then might not be a bad idea. We might want to just try that first, and then maybe we can decide. That is my vote.
Since you're nearby the crypt of the Hell Riders, check out that, step in that path.
Yep.
I haven't heard anyone else propose another idea. I think, are we all good with that?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Yeah, I'm good with
All
that.
right. All right. Oh, so you don't have a native guide anymore, right? Crickendalt was sacrificed, wasn't he?
Didn't we
But
have
we had an imp.
I thought the imp died in the last fight.
Oh, that could have happened.
It
Really?
did. I remember it dying because we had two. One
Oh.
chased off the other, and then we did get into a fight. And I remember you're like, "Oh, these birds killed the imp," and we were like, "Okay, whatever. We didn't care about the imp."
Right. But no native guide now, so let me go back here. Map. Charting a course.
That's my driving skills happen.
When charting a course through Avernus, ask the player who's overseeing navigation to roll 2 dice. If the characters are traveling to an unvisited destination marked on their map, they have to roll 2d4. I'll do that roll for you guys. We'll say 2d4 because it's not associated with any kind of check, which is odd, but it is hell. So what you're looking out when you chart, when you're charting a course, is you're looking out for numbers that match. The total on the dice doesn't matter so much as long as the dice don't match. When they do match, it triggers, that you. What does it say? You wind up somewhere else other than your intended destination. But not this time. You chart a straight line across the plains. You get out. So, yeah, again, you saw plumes indicating some warlords coming your way, and you wanted to kind of beat them out of there, which you had time enough to do. But, of course, you're going to create plumes of your own, and that would make them, you visible to them, and they might give pursuit. Any last-minute considerations, or just get the hell out of Dodge and hope that they're not interested in you, or do you want to actually drive to confront them?
Do you want to get out of here or go Road Warriors?
What's our health look like?
Officially evil, so he would say Road Warriors.
I'm at full. I'm full health, just low on some spells. But my bow always works.
I'm all about the road warrior option, always.
Yeah, I think 4 of you are evil now. I think the party has officially tipped on the Supreme Court of D&D. Now there are more evil members than there are good members.
Oh, that's right. I'm evil now.
Right?
Oh,
I'm evil.
Dagon, Kael,
He was gonna bring the
Celine,
whole
and
system.
Fancy.
Yeah. See, I didn't realize Kael also became evil.
Oh, I get a change of mindset here now.
And then Dagon is carrying a demon-possessed shield while he's already agreed and sold his soul.
Yeah. And he's an Oathbreaker now, just to make
An
it fun.
Oathbreaker paladin, which is beautiful.
So I'm all about destruction and killing.
I'm glad I did my spells aren't based on my religion, because Helm is not a good one for me.
All right, so what do you think? Avoid the incoming traffic and just hope they don't turn in your direction?
I think Jackson said we're going to road war.
Wait, can we see how big the incoming traffic is?
Yeah, let me see if I can tell
Oh my
you.
god.
Let me take a look myself here. So it looks like they've got definitely one of the larger size vehicles and 2 mid-size vehicles. Doesn't look like there's any bikes in this crew. But that's all I can tell you from a distance.
Well, I vote for the confrontation, but depends on what the rest of the group says.
Anybody got a yay or a nay for that idea?
Kyle just over at Marielle.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they're coming straight your way. They seem to be coming directly to the fortress. Do you want to wait at the base of the fortress for them to come, or you want to ride out to meet them somewhere further away from the base?
Do we care?
Well, the question is, do we want to pull him in off the machines, or do we want to fight him on the machines?
Right.
Mm,
Well, we'll say that the decision is as you paralyzed with your options. The demon grinder and the 2 tormentors are getting closer and closer.
right out to meet them or take defensive spots at the building where we're at and attack them.
I go either way. I'm better up high, so I'd take sniper here if I do that.
You want to get up 100 feet above and snipe from up there?
That's where I would go.
You got the kind of range to maintain attacks at 100-foot distance?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, why wouldn't you then? Pull a Lee Harvey.
I would be at disadvantage.
Right.
You could stay on the ground.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as the approaching convoy, if you will, gets closer, you see that there's a glint of gold to the lead vehicle. And let's see, what kind of check would I call for... Let's call it... What's a good one? For like recall.
History?
Remembering something somebody said, a couple days ago.
History?
Just intelligence?
History might be... All right, yeah, I'll go for history. Somebody wants to make a history check. We'll make the DC real easy. We'll say DC 8.
I think we have guidance if somebody wants to roll that.
Here. I have
There
a-
we go. All right.
Oh, there we go.
So you remember in your discussions about the various demon lords that there was a archmage by the name of Fëanor, a necromancer. She rode in a customized demon grinder plated in gold called Golden Doom. And that's, there's not a lot of vehicles gold plated out here, so that little nugget of historic trivia fired off in your brain, and you're able to recall about the Archmage Fëanor. Let's see what I can tell you about Fëanor with some of your better checks. So, Fëanor is a willowy archmage with milky white eyes and a parasol made of bones and human flesh. Her rivals know her as a powerful necromancer. They suspect that she fled the material plane to escape some horrible fate. But let's see, what else can I tell you? She spent some time with Mahadi, considerable time, and then she actually bolted from him, stole one of his war machines, but he has a soft spot in his heart for her, and doesn't seem to carry a grudge for the fact that she stole from him as she took off. But that is who is approaching you, an Archmage Necromancer.
You guys want to find necromancer?
How far away are they?
We'll put them at. You can see the lead vehicle. It is a large object. So I'll put it at, what, a mile? Does that make sense? Can you see shit a mile away? Is that too far?
No, that's not too far.
All right.
We could see what you want first.
Okay. If we're gonna do that, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up a little bit.
Okay.
So, Golden Doom, that custom demon grinder, and 2 Tormentors. Here, I'm going to move us over. I did prepare this. Let me actually get you over here. I think that shows exactly what we're talking about as they arrive here at the tower. You guys are outside the tower, or if you want to put yourselves higher, I'll draw a little line up on the top. And we'll say beyond that line means that you're like high up in the structure. There's a nice line. Anything beyond that line we can just say is up in the structure. But they pull about this close to you. And let's see. Who comes out to greet you? I wonder. We're going to say one of the drivers of the Tormentor steps out of the vehicle and makes his way forward as if to talk with you.
I don't have invisibility.
Anybody want to come out to talk?
Fancy will talk to him.
Gonna step
I'll
forward.
join Fancy.
Hello, sir. What a fine day.
The lady wants to know your business here.
It's a traveling band of entertainers.
And what you say, it gestures at you, Dagon. What do you say?
We're just a fancy band of entertainers.
Would you like to hear a song?
Hey,
Hail Mary for an enthralling performance.
so you're entertainers, okay. That's not what he says, that's me talking. He's not really a bright fellow, but he's capable of telepathy out to 60 feet. So maybe that means that the lady could speak through him. And let's say she does just that. The creature kind of stands and kind of jerks and shakes just for a quick second, and you can hear a change in its voice and its delivery, where it was speaking very choppy and broken, infernal before. It now speaks much more evenly and almost with. I will let you do an insight check, Dagon or Fancy. All right, Fancy. So you are definitely picking up on annoyance in her voice, and it says, "What business have you here? We've come to salvage the wreck. If you, unless your aims lie on what we were hoping to salvage, we have no quarrel with you."
All right. We'll see you at the end. Come and see me.
What are you doing here? What are you hoping to salvage?
Dagon, I told you this is a bad idea.
No, this is a great idea. So trust us when our aims have nothing to do with what you're looking to salvage.
Say again. I didn't quite understand you there.
Whatever you're interested in salvaging, we have no.
Right. But she's growing impatient, and she's like, "What were you taking from the structure? Is it something that I want, or is it something I don't care about, and then you can go about your way?"
Yeah, there was nothing there.
Could I just to telepathically through my connection to Fancy suggest like, just be like, hey, like, I mean, we found this safe, but we couldn't get it open, and just, throw her off the scent.
What she said.
Well, that would be a deception check, I guess, contested by her insight.
I'll guide that deception check. Oh,
Fancy, you going to make a deception check with guidance?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ooh, nice. Fancy. Spinning a yarn. And Fëanor has no chance to overcome the intricate tale of deception that Fancy weaves. Wordsmith that he is. And you convince her that the only thing you found and come away with was a safe that you couldn't get into. So this is where I'm going to have her make a perception check. Now, she doesn't have any specific any skills in perception, so I guess that makes it for her just a straight wisdom check. And I'm going to give it a DC of, 12, because you didn't specifically say where these 9 3-foot rods are stashed. And if you stuffed them all in one pack, they would kind of be conspicuous maybe, so I'm going to say a DC 15 check. Or make it 14. Oh, she crushed it. So, she says or the creature gestures in the direction of the rods. I don't know which one of you specifically is carrying it, because I don't think any of you know which one of you specifically is carrying it, but somebody is. So Fëanor gestures in the direction of that and says, "What are those?"
Fishing poles.
Let's get another deception check. This one is going to be a DC 15. All right, Fancy.
weather guided. Oh,
Fishing
I don't know
poles.
I don't know what you say. It's better than fishing poles. But that's where we have the dice sometimes can speak for you, and whatever tale you weave. Fact is, she's pretty annoyed during this whole conversation. So the more you do of a long, drawn-out answer, the more quickly she's just looking for this whole interaction to be over. And the creature kind of looks you up and down, and then you hear her voice going, like, it doesn't appear that you have anything that I want. So clear out and be on your way.
You sure you don't want to hear a free song? And Jesse plays some Neil Diamond as she walks away. Yeah,
All right.
I had a plan for that, so that was a lot of freaking fireworks there.
You guys good with just parting company here, leaving without a fight?
we know who she is, correct? Or
Yes.
one of us knows who she is. Yeah.
Right. She didn't
So
come
it's
here
not
looking
easy.
for a big fight. She came here looking to salvage something in particular. You can tell that much. She never gave away what it was she was looking for, but it's nothing that you were looking for. So, So with that,
Two hits missing in the
we
net.
can put you back here. That is one. You guys are all level 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
we're okay, and I'm gonna take this off the map. I think we're gonna stay at level 10 as you journey now to the Crypt of the Hell Riders. Yeah, that was your
Yes.
destination before we got suckered into all that stuff with Fëanor, but you were able to basically talk your way through that confrontation and come out the other end without a fight. So time for a short rest in your travel across the plains. Oh, there was one thing I do want to do. Oh, besides administer medicine to the cat. Excuse me for a moment. Hi, kitty. There we go. All right, what was I saying?
There was one thing you wanted to do.
Completely lost the train of thought there. Oh, we were going across. Right, something I wanted to do. Right, where was that? I'm pretty sure I missed doing it on the way to the Flying Fortress, the wrecked Flying Fortress. But that doesn't mean I can't do it on the way back. Damn it. All right. I'm going to move on without it. It was basically navigating a firestorm. And I just need to remember where in all this was. I thought it was on your way to the Flying Fortress. I can't remember. We'll move on without it. So you arrive at the Crypt of the Hell Riders. All right. Zariel's fallen companions cannot rest. Nobody can in this nightmare hellscape, says your map as you approach this location. Acrid smog swirls around a barren hill, rising from which, like giant tombstones, are a pair of leaning monoliths, each soaring more than 50 feet into the smoky red sky. Dozens of armored knights kneel in motionless reverence before the monoliths, between which a set of onyx steps leads down under the hill. The onyx steps seem to descend into a catacombs, and again called the Crypt of the Hell Riders. One might assume that it is the Hell Riders therein that are entombed. These are the Hell Riders who would have died fighting at Zariel's side during their initial campaign, when Zariel was still an angel before her conversion to evil. The restless spirits yearn for peace, yet are doomed to haunt this place until once more called to arms. So let's find the Crypt of the Hell Riders and let's start dropping some tokens. All right. Of course, this is the path I didn't prepare as well for.
Well, we had just gone red, so we had to go black this time.
Right?
I just want to. Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say my screen is completely black.
Right.
Just wanted to make sure it just wasn't roll 20 being roll 20 on me.
All I could see is my token.
Dagon doesn't have vision.
Um,
Does Dagon emit light?
He does not, but he has dark vision.
He does have dark vision to 60.
120.
120, superior dark vision.
It's from the shield, isn't it?
Yeah, the shield. Or no, my sorcerer.
Oh, it was the shield. I was guessing.
You have dark vision too, and I can't see anything.
Yeah. And what about yours, Muriel? Is it 60 or 120?
60.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, Marcus, how are you?
Hey.
You didn't miss much at all. We just finished up at the wrecked flying fortress, had a conversation with one of the warlords of the wastelands that ultimately just got resolved by talking. Boring.
I was so ready to play sniper.
And they have made their way to a place called the Crypt of the Hell Riders, where there's supposedly a former associate of Zariel, one of the kind of chief of the Hell Riders, a spirit by the name of Oleanthus, who might be able to tell you the location of the Bleeding Citadel that you were looking for.
Okay.
So here, entering this crypt of the Hell Riders, I got everybody on the page now. So there's a pair of basalt doors blocking the passage. The surface engraved with a relief of a knight locked in combat with the devil, both wielding burning swords. So this actually is reference to this door kind of right behind you. I didn't throw you all back there because I didn't see it. So the doors do not have visible handles, so don't move around too much because you're technically not even in the crypt yet. The doors.
I do not have vision.
Oh,
sir.
okay. Let me fix that. Do you have night vision?
I think Salim has been using the light cantrip on me,
So
on my
you
shield.
emit 20 of bright and 20 of dim. Let me set your light. Et voila.
Perfect. Thank you.
You got it. All right. So the doors do not have visible handles, locks, or bolts, and they are magically locked, hardened, and enchanted to resist magic. Oh, you were told. Oh, where was that? You were told when Obelux told you. Let me look it up. Remember that thing I was really frustrated I couldn't find last time we played because it was on like a. This is
in the
same
pit?
thing. It's on the pit of Shumrath. I had to find it this time ahead of the game. Okay, so here it is. I went right to it this time. Haha, I win. So, Obelux tells you that the Death Knight Olanthius is the guardian of the tomb, and he knows the location of the Bleeding Citadel. The demon also reveals that "for glory" is the passphrase to open the catacombs. So that is information you got from Obelix that I assume you're going to try now and say "for glory," right? Who wants to say it?
For glory.
Marcus said it. All right, and with that, the doors open. They slowly grind open, and you are let into this hallway that leads in either direction. You can see large iron burial urns are positioned reverently throughout each hall, either to the left or to the right. each engraved with the noble coat of arms from the city of Elturel. Polished swords, lances, shields hang from racks on the walls. You can feel free to move about now. I love this.
These doors were where we came in, right?
That is where you came in, right?
We always go in the same directions, don't we?
So, let me see what else is about this room. It's got these urns. Do you disturb the urns in any way or anything like that? I know that's a leading question.
Should we not? Would we?
Fancy. Well, everybody freeze just for a second. Fancy is standing somewhere interesting, and I want to find about it because it's not numbered on the map, so I don't know where to go to find this information. So it's going to take me a second, but bear with me.
So everybody listen for a scream.
Right? It very well might be something like that. Okay. Oh, okay. I see it over here. All right. So they marked it in different areas of the map. They should have dropped a marker right here, too. All right. I got this. Okay. So, Fancy, you see recesses in the walls hold iron burial caskets. Each casket has a single healthy red rose resting on its lid.
I call over Marcus and Dagon. And I'm like, this shit looks fucked up.
Healthy rose. So people are obviously here somewhat recently. Or it's magic.
Fake roses.
Fancy's just gonna back off while you guys take care of this.
I tell Fancy to go pick up one of the roses.
Muriel, you're in back near these iron burial urns. Anybody trained in religion?
No.
No.
Yes.
Why don't we get
I
a
would hope
religion
so.
check?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, you crushed it. Okay, so Marcus, you would know that it is common religious practice to utter some respectful words over the urn like this to, as a blessing, as call it what you will. You don't know what might happen if you do it over these urns, but you know that is, one of the expectation of how these things were to work was to use them as the focus of a short prayer or something like that.
Okay. If that's the case, then that's what I'll go ahead and do. For the urns or where the roses are?
The urns behind us, but I wanted to address that before we got too far away. It's the same deal over here with Salim and Kyle. Those are urns on the south wall are the same as what Marcus and Muriel and Fancy are dealing with over here. Okay, so you utter some respectful words over the urn, and three 3 ghosts of Zariel's knights arise from their remains, and the ghosts solemnly reveal the following information. Let me see if I can even do a quick screenshot of
Christmas
this.
past, Christmas present, Christmas future.
Right? So here in the Discord, I made a quick screenshot of it for you. The knights fought and died alongside the angel Zariel when she waged war in Avernus. Zariel's crusade ended in failure. Most of their generals, including the angel herself, fell to evil and transformed into fiends. One of Zariel's generals, Oleanthus, killed himself rather than embrace tyranny. Zariel raised him as a death knight to ensure his loyalty. The knights' souls are cursed to remain here. They yearn for the afterlife, but the oath they swore to Zariel binds them to her service. They beg you to help them find their rest.
Well, we can do that.
Yeah. Do you promise to do that?
They are ghosts.
What do we get out of it?
Ooh, Muriel, are you evil?
What? No, I'm neutral. I'm just like that.
I asked the same thing.
I was gonna say ditto to Muriel and just be like, yeah, her point. I am in fact evil, so I need to know if it's worth my time.
I'm just saying because it's probably dangerous, that's all.
The new
I was hoping-
trees.
So again, they plead with you to help them find their final rest. They have suffered and continue to suffer, and they just implore on your good nature to end their suffering.
How do we end your suffering?
Sounds like a Marcus thing.
If they were lower CR, I would just destroy undead. But I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, it says they beg the characters to help them find rest, but then they don't really get into explaining what it is they expect you to do, other than defeat Zariel.
Yeah, I was gonna say break whatever curse is on this place.
Right.
If that's it, just to basically defeat Zariel,
Right.
I mean, I feel like that's what we're building up to here at this point, is we're gonna have to fight her. So, I mean, Salim is tempted. He's just like, I'm having a feeling we'll have to deal with her at some point or another.
I love this leaning into evil that you're all doing.
It's a solid maybe. It's a solid maybe for me. Let me talk with the rest of the crew.
If they give us their aid fighting her and we'll survive, we'll let them free.
Well, so my character is not evil,
Right.
but after knowing what happened to this place, I still want to help them.
So, the sympathetic ear you turn to them, Mosker. Marsker. I just mixed up the last letters of your name. There's got to be a word for that. Marcus. There we go. Magic Marcus. So, they lean in toward you and tell you that Oleanthius, or Olanthius, despises Zariel, but is supernaturally bound to her service. The ghosts suggest there is still good in him. Olanthius keeps quarters here in the catacombs. His room may contain evidence of his humanity that you could use to appeal to him.
Can they tell us where that room is?
So these guys don't wander far from their funerary urns.
I would rather find that than find him.
Right.
Okay.
I'm looking on the map. I'm gonna, because I want to see if they really would have any idea, and I don't see where his freaking bedroom is. I'm gonna look through the.
Well, I guess if you don't know, they don't know.
All right, here he goes. I got it. All right, yeah, and it was where I thought it was. Okay. They said it's not far from here, but they don't know exactly where.
Are we heading in the right direction?
They say he walks in through. When he comes in, he goes past them and down this corridor. Or you can't see my ping now. You can through this corridor.
Okay. We will do our best. Yeah, if I recall, we had clues that Zariel still had the potential to be saved as well, and it was something to do with Lulu.
Right. That there was still some redeemable spark deep in her hardened heart.
Okay. Off that way, I suppose. I'd rather find whatever this is before we come across him.
Right.
So we're heading down that way.
That's my plan, yeah.
So there are 4 memorial
Steel.
4 memorial steels stand in this hall, each engraved with hundreds of names. A legend etched at the top of each steel reads, in common, "Here lie the fallen. May their souls echo here until the end of time." Adorning the wall across from these steels is a carved relief showing a solemn blindfolded angel on the back of a mammoth with feathered wings. The mammoth is reared up on its hind legs, and the angel holds her sword high. All around them are the broken bodies of fallen knights and devils.
A mammoth?
A mammoth.
Like a bigger Lulu?
Right.
Huh.
Oh.
So is Lulu her battle cat? Cringer and Battle Cat? I hope one of you is old enough for that
Yeah,
reference.
she. Yeah, absolutely. As
I was supposed to say, is that a He-Man reference?
right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I've seen 1 or 2 episodes. I'm like racking my brain for that one.
So when Lulu sees this, it jars a memory that she used to be able to shape change into a golden mammoth and served as Zariel's war mount. But she doesn't seem to have the current ability to call upon that shape change power.
Kyle looks at that, looks at her, and goes, that could be fun.
That's a big piece of the puzzle, I think. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing a bedroom of any sort.
Let me see what it says here before we move on. Anyone have a passive wisdom of 15 or higher?
Yes.
No.
I have 18.
Oh yeah.
And do you search every corner of the room?
Yes, because they said he's this way, so I would definitely be looking.
Right.
So it's passive wisdom perception.
Yeah. Secret door.
Dun dun dun.
That explains a lot.
What's back there?
This room is hidden behind a secret door. A stack of 8 leather-bound journals rests atop a large writing table in this cramped chamber. Eight leather-bound journals.
Hmm.
Okay. Does
I'll get
can anyone detect magic?
I don't think I. Let me. I don't think I have the spell anymore.
I have that.
I can ritually cast it.
Detect magic for 30 feet.
Yeah. Either way, ritual cast it. There's no point in wasting a spell slot on that.
Yeah.
We've got 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll ritually cast it.
Okay. So, you're not getting any hits in the small cramped room, but your detect magic is lighting up on these steels.
I will go investigate them closer. I'll take a look to see if there's like any little secret doors or anything like that on them.
And I don't want to get trapped in this little room, but I could go out of this room and start fetching the journals with my mage hand.
That's a good idea.
Kyle and Fancy, what are you doing to interact with these large stone tablets that are called steels?
Right now, I'm going just without touching it, go around looking to see if I can see if there's any like little, looks like a panel or anything that can be moved, but not touching it yet.
Well, you're definitely getting a strong aura of necromantic magic, but you're not seeing any kind of buttons or levers or anything. They're just solid stone. Let me see here. Okay, so right, all right. So you haven't touched them, but you
No.
know they're strongly necromantic, so it's probably maybe prudent not to touch them.
And to touch it, to cast identify on them, you have to touch it, don't you?
I think so.
What about just a detect evil? Just it's worth a shot, just to check.
Oh, and I can tell you even this more specifically. The necromantic magic is not just emanating from the stone, but specifically from the engraved names on the stone.
Mm.
And is it the general's name?
No, this looks like it's the name of or the names of different warriors.
What happens if we start reading them out loud?
I'm going to back away.
Reading the names aloud doesn't seem to have an effect.
That was step one. Hmm.
Is this going to be that prayer thing again?
Hmm.
We want to move on.
Do we want to figure this out first, or do you want me to start taking the journals out with my mage hand?
Yeah, start pulling the journals out of the room. Even while we're doing this.
Okay.
So the journals belong to Olanthius, the Death Knight, and are written in common. If you guys want to spend an hour, I can give you a summary. Everybody can take a short rest except for one person who does the reading.
I'm full hit points, so I can do the reading.
As I said, it's short rest won't help me either.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
All right.
Chance would do it better, but that's okay.
So you're able to learn the following information. And let me screenshot it so you guys can refer back to it. I will read it to you as well. Olanthius never recovered from Zariel's capitulation to Asmodeus and subsequent transformation into a devil. He blames himself for not seeing warning signs of Zariel's fall from grace early on, her single-minded determination to slay demons at all costs. Olanthius took his life rather than face damnation, but he was transformed into an undead monster by Zariel to serve her forevermore. Olanthius describes Haruman, his one-time comrade in arms, as a heartless man bereft of compassion, now a devil bent on punishing anyone who stands in Zariel's way. Olanthius mourns the death of his fallen warriors and feels powerless to help them. Olanthius speaks well of General Yale, whom he clearly respects and secretly adores. In one journal, Olanthius hints that he knows where Yale hid the sword of Zariel, but he fails to note the location. So it's not written in the book, right?
Do we know who Haruman is?
Haruman was another general of Zariel's. There's a place called Haruman's Hill in the northeast section of the Avernus map, and you managed to avoid any encounter with him.
Okay. I thought that sounded familiar.
Right.
Yeah, we left the guys crucified.
Okay, well, best to avoid him, I guess. I think we have some pretty good idea of how to get to Olanthius's softer side, we'll say.
Okay. Let's see here. So you've been here an hour at this point. You learned a lot, but trouble is afoot.
Uh-oh.
At least we left Dagon by the door.
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't read this this area as part of my homework, so I'm just a little reading real quickly now. Let's see. He compels any ghosts. Any ghosts. Okay. All right. We'll say Lulu was not out in the hall. She's in here with you guys. And let's have everybody who's not resting make a perception check. Okay, you can hear the footfalls of heavy armor coming down the hallway. Someone is marching in heavy armor from the previous room into your direction.
Maybe it's him. We gotta talk to him.
What direction is it coming from?
Don't attack him.
One of the birds down to see if this is a friendly or not.
Yeah, sure. Raven can go peek.
I'm just hiding.
Have Raven go out and look down the hallway.
All right, you can see what I'm putting out. You can see those tokens, right?
No, because actually Raven doesn't have any
Vision.
sight going on.
Let's fix that. Raven has night vision? Maybe?
Actually, I don't know. Does he? Maybe he wouldn't be able to see. Is there any light in this place?
No, he doesn't have...
Then Raven can't see anything.
Right.
No, but I can
Oh,
see.
the owl does.
Yeah, I can see 3 ghosts and looks like a knight.
Oh,
Right, marching down the hallway is the Death Knight Olanthius, who is bound to protect the crypt.
we should talk to him.
He descends to hunt down intruders and interrogate them.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah, we're trying to talk. I'll stay hidden.
Who has disturbed my private chambers? And
Theus, it is us, your champions. We have come to free the spirits of your fallen warriors. Because we know how much you care about them. And defeat Zariel and Haruman.
you know of my hatred for Zariel.
Oh, yes, yes, it is legendary.
What are your goals involving Zariel?
We would like to defeat her and set free all who are cursed by her. And in order to do this, it might be helpful to have her sword.
That's a
I
good point.
could be persuaded to revealing the location of the Bleeding Citadel, but only if you were to create a diversion to distract Zariel.
Oh, sure. We can do diversions.
He says, "You must seek out the demon lord Koshchichi, who is imprisoned in Avernus and whose hammer Zariel stole. If freed, the Demon Lord is sure to want its weapon back, which should create the diversion that I need.
Okay. Koshichi? Where do we find this person?
He says, the arches of Ulak can transport you to Kostichi's Maw, where the Demon Lord is being held. But you have to have a clear destination in mind as you pass through the arches. I can provide directions to the arches, as well as the location of Kostichi's Maw on your map.
That would be great. Thank you.
So he wants you to go free Kostichi.
Oh, okay.
Are those ghosts that are with him the same ones?
Yes, they transformed into specters, and he commanded them to follow.
Okay.
So they're kind of his backup right now.
Okay, so we free Kostichi, and Kostichi provides a diversion, and then what?
And then Olanthius will tell you the location of the Bleeding Citadel. He'll tell you once you create a diversion by freeing Kostichi.
Okay. All right, sounds fair. Anybody else got anything you want to talk about? Do you have any questions or anything?
None that he can answer. Or her.
Lanthius will wait here for your return.
Does he see Lulu?
He does.
Do you recognize her? Does he seem to recognize her?
He does.
Any reaction to that?
He doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, he regards Lulu, but doesn't make a big flowery thing over it or anything.
Okay.
He is the Death Knight.
Just like a bro nod, like what's up?
Right.
Okay.
Do you guys want to continue exploring this crypt, or do you want to get straight out and go to these? Here, let's jump back here for a quick second.
I'm just thinking I don't want to, like, if he's sent us somewhere, I don't want to just kind of, spend a bunch of time in his home when we're not welcome.
Right. So the arches of Ulak are right here. And supposedly, if you have your destination in mind, that will take you to Kostichi's Maw, which is way the hell over here. Let me get it revealed. Map layer, object layer, ping. Here we go. Kostichi's Maw is all that way. So it's basically one end of the Avernus plains of hell to the other. The arches certainly would save you.
Soul coin.
Yeah, soul coin from going across the river for one, right? But could you take your vehicles? Yeah, I suppose you could. You could drive your vehicles through the arches, right?
I would think so.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, we can try at least.
So is that your next destination, the arches?
Yeah, maybe once he's happier with us, then we can look around this place some more.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's roll 2d4 and see if you get lost. And wow, for the first time you do. Look at that. I got to refer to the rules over here. Oh, this is no fun. Well, you don't have a native guide anymore. But it's like I could have thrown you, earlier in the game, I could have thrown you any number of places, but I literally just revealed the last 2 things on the map. So we'll say you end up at the Demon Zapper. And I forget, did you guys free the unicorn from this thing? What happened to the unicorn from this thing? I don't remember.
It didn't want to travel. It didn't want to travel with us because we had evil.
You freed it, but then it was like, thanks, I got it from here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we had the demon guy with us, the guide.
Right. All right.
If he's evil for a while, he accepts it.
I don't think there's any follow-up stuff to go through at the Demon Zapper, so we'll just say you kind of strike out and try again. And, I wish I could find... Let me look real quick for this thing. I was pretty sure... Okay, got it. So you cross a hot, windswept plain, racked by magical firestorms. I need you to make a DC 20 group wisdom survival check.
Oof.
Oh, 20's rough. That's a lot of 16s.
Anybody else? We got survival. Wow. I think you all managed
Guidance
to
on anything
fail.
that needs it.
And guidance. I mean, there still could be a chance of Dagon guidance one of the 16s, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You roll the
That's
4.
a group check, right? So we have to have half of us. Although I have guidance, so I can use that on myself.
Right.
I mean, might as well. Hey! 2 more!
Just Shailene or Kyle want to
It was a group check, so half of you had to make it.
So Salim and Kyle both roll 1d4 for guidance. Oh!
That's Shailene.
Oh!
Oh, so close.
We tried.
All right, so let's anybody who failed, which is everybody, right? Or no, it's only 4 of you now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the 4 of you who failed now get to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 20.
Whoops. Like that.
Oh, damn.
Can I get that guidance?
Eligible. Do we do guidance on saving throws?
I think so,
so.
yeah.
No?
Oh,
No?
No? Okay.
ability checks only.
Oh, tax and ability.
All right, so anybody, so what happened is the survival check was your ability to avoid the firestorm. The firestorm hit most of you and did 54 points of damage on a failed save.
Oh my
I
god.
That's
succeeded.
fire damage?
Fire damage, right?
What was the DC on the save?
20.
So
Ooh.
I succeeded. Is that half damage?
It is.
Okay, then I'm going to use evasion and get no damage.
There you go. Look at that.
I am resistant to fire.
Oh, okay, we're whittling it down.
Right.
Can I use absorb elements?
I'm gonna take 54 points of damage.
No.
Absorb elements, yeah, that would make sense here, wouldn't it? 'Cause you'd see it coming.
Right. It's like little fire tornadoes, and they sucked you on up.
Alright, well, I'll bandage them up.
The
That's fancy. That's
storm.
foul.
I was saying the storm ignites flammable objects that aren't being worn or held. So I guess that means your equipment is safe, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Leather packs and all that.
Right. All right. So that was just a little fire scarecrow.
Since that happened, everyone gather up for a quick second.
Oh, okay.
I'm just getting. Everyone gets 7 temp hit points.
That helps. That helps.
So your map, as you start to draw near the arches of Ulok, your map speaks up and says, "Only fools step through Ulok's gates. They lead to nowhere a wise person wants to go." And
Well,
when, right?
we just demonstrated that we're not very wise. So this is perfect.
You can see 2 ornate black arches dominating the scorched landscape for miles, each one rising 200 feet into the stiflingly hot air. Every inch of stonework is engraved with images of devils waging war against demons. So I can tell you what Olanthius would have shared to you about these arches. In forgotten times, archdevils used these twin arches to transport entire regiments to other planes of existence. The arch's magic has waned significantly, but there's still enough magic left in each one to transport creatures to another location in the 9 hells. So it says when a creature approaches within 100 feet of either arch, the stonework emits a loud, resonant hum that grows louder and higher in pitch as the creature draws closer.
Who's in research and development? So what are we looking to do?
We're gonna go through it.
We can go through the arches.
All right, let's roll.
Yeah, I think we should just go.
To get over the Cushies Mall.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you the spelling on that. Hold on. Ready?
Oh, I'm reading it off the map, and I know I'm butchering it.
All right. Koshchichi? That's the best I could come up with. Koshchichi.
Kofifi?
Kofefe.
Yeah, fancy playing with that guy later, like a while ago.
Okay. So this resonant hum is growing louder and higher in pitch as you get closer. As a creature passes through the arch, a roaring sheet of flame fills the archway. Just kidding. So the instructions that you got indicated that to travel to a specific destination, you have to have either visited it before or be able to point to its location on a map. So as you step through, are you pointing to this map? Who's doing the pointing?
Yeah, I guess I will, because I was talking to him, and he marked it on our map, right?
Yep, we've got it.
Yes.
Did Fancy Kyle and Dagon see your healing in there in the chat?
I did.
Okay, cool.
I did. Man, I wish you had been other.
Just make
Did
sure
something.
before we go through the arches.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused by what I'm reading, but we're going to roll with it. Okay. All right, so you teleport all the way over to Koshchichi's Maw. Yeah, I'm going to read this to you, just see if this makes sense to you. The portal remains open and fixed to the same destination for 10 minutes, after which it deactivates as the arch that created it crumbles and falls to the ground. What? What is that second half about the arch that created it? What?
That means the arch that made the portal is destroyed. It's a one-time use.
Yeah, but they've been using it for hundreds of years. It doesn't destroy after use,
Our awesomeness just did it in.
right? So I'm going to ignore that part because
Maybe it's meant to be like you know, the door closes behind you and you can't get out, sort of a situation of once you go through, they're like, you're stuck.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to just
Asking for your answer.
move on. So, the map as you sling across Avernus instantly teleported to this far-flung location. The map speaks up and says, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend." But does the same hold true for fiends? And then what you can see is a dark chasm that gapes between grumbling volcanoes that spew lava and smoke into the hateful sky. The air trembles with the bellowing of some monstrous creature in the dark depths of the chasm.
Okay, I think that's probably what we have to free.
All right, go free it.
Cool.
What about let's go with religion check. For anybody who's got a good one.
Everybody?
Oh, jeez.
Guidance if anyone needs
All
it.
right, Muriel, you recognize the name Koshchichi from one of your readings about the hells. And you know he's a demon lord that resembles a squat hill giant with short, bandy legs and a grossly shaped head.
Okay.
And that's who we're supposed to free?
Yeah, we're supposed to free that. So did this thing sound like bigger than that?
No, just it looks like a squat hill giant.
Okay.
It says here that on his most recent visit to the Nine Hells, and it's a visit because he's a demon, he's not a devil, Koshchichi was defeated by the archdevil Zariel, who took his hammer and chained him at the bottom of this chasm, knowing that killing him would simply cause him to reform in his layer of the abyss. Without his hammer, Koshchichi's immunity to cold damage went away and softened, but that's not been a problem for him here in hell. He is shackled by ever-tightening magical chains that prevent him from casting spells. He squats in a 10-foot deep, 80-foot diameter pool of black tar in a cavern at the bottom of the chasm, his hands chained behind him. His unholy screams and vile epithets can be heard from miles. Um, any attempt to communicate with the demon loiters are met with guttural cries of anguish and frustration. In sporadic moments of lucidity, Koshichi glares at you and bellows, "Free me! Bring me my hammer!" First in the giant language, and then in Abyssal after that. Does anybody speak Abyssal? I guess I should have asked that before I read that, but I think somebody speaks Abyssal anyway. So,
I speak Elvish and Dwarvish, if that ever comes into play.
the
Marcus has it.
chasm descends to a depth of 500 feet, although there are abundant handholds and footholds. The route to the bottom is steep and treacherous.
And so we can't like stop him and be like, "Hey, be quiet. We're here to help you."
Right.
He just
I'm kind
keeps
of
yelling.
reading it. Again,
Yeah.
I didn't have the benefit of reading this part as part of my homework, so I apologize. I'm kind of reading it live. So I should not have necessarily read all that stuff about what you see in doing him when the next paragraph tells me that, oh, you have to climb down and it's a DC this check to do it. So I apologize as I run across information backwards. I'm adapting. So you guys are at the top of this maw, and you can hear his screaming, but we'll say he has not laid eyes on you yet.
Okay.
So anybody who can't fly has to make a DC 15 athletics check to ascend or descend the chasm without climbing gear.
Oh dear.
I have fly as the spell, so if anyone wants to, just let me know and I'll cast it.
Fancy will take
I
it.
have really bad athletics, so I might need some help.
Okay. So I
have
have
a negative
Meredith
one.
Fancy.
I do not have a way to fly.
I'll be
Yeah,
right
you
back.
don't have- Okay. So it's either we go down by athletics, or I cast fly on those who are not good at
And
it.
how bad is that going to do? How bad is that going to hurt your spells?
Well, I mean, I have sorcery points, so I can always just. Let me see. Fly is a level 3
And cast
spell.
polymorph.
I have some misty stuff.
Oh, polymorph would be probably work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be able to carry somebody if someone's light.
I mean, I think I can polymorph someone into a giant eagle, and I think they can carry one, right?
That works too.
That's another great option.
Any of those things would be helpful to me because I have a -1 to my athletics.
I also have a negative
All right.
1, so that's
So
why
you know
I was
what?
like,
I'll
who else
use my
needs it?
last. I'll use my last slot. Cast polymorph on me, and I'll carry Muriel down. And that's 2 out of the way.
Okay.
And then hopefully we get into a battle, and I can stay as a DM.
Dagon, I'm assuming you'll be good as a paladin for athletics?
Yeah, plus 7 would be good.
Okay. And then Kyle, would you like to fly with me? I can twin the spell. It's only
Yes,
with-
because I have a 0 athletics.
Okay. So you and I will be going down together that way.
It was either that or I was going to have to dive off the cliff and feather fall.
That works too, I guess.
It's a valid method in Polter's Gate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. All right, so we were climbing down this chasm, and we were all talking about athletics checks and whatnot.
I think there's only going to be one athletics check.
Yeah, most of us are not climbing.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is significant. So, I love how the way they're revealing information in this chapter. It's like, oh, this would have been clever to know the paragraph before. So now there's prison guards.
Oh.
A chain devil and 4 hellhounds guard the demon lord.
So we have to fly in, take out some devils to free a demon.
Right.
And we have Air Fancy.
So now we have to get everyone down there quick.
Kind of how it is.
Can I stay
when I-
on the eagle and shoot from on top of the eagle? That'd be cool.
Who's the giant eagle?
Hell yeah.
Fancy.
Fancy as a giant eagle.
I used my last 3rd level spell on polymorph.
That's an hour, isn't it?
I
Yep,
think so, yeah.
it is an hour.
Half moon druids, right?
Yeah, quick Google search shows that flying on an eagle is possible.
Nice.
Giddy up.
I mean, Lord of the Rings would be, you know,
Yeah,
the
they
whole
do that
movie
all
would
the
be thrown
time.
out the window.
I just like the idea of flying around with 2 hand crossbows.
Ping, 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 ping.
Keep anything involved.
All right,
Well,
so again, we got this chain devil with his 4 hellhounds guarding Koschiki. You can hear Koschiki screaming, screaming for revenge against Zariel. In Giant and in Abyssal, he's alternating between the 2 languages.
Okay, time to go help this guy.
We're about to kill people. Thing.
Yeah, so who's flying and who's climbing?
I am flying because I have wings.
Big legs climbing. Big legs.
Kyle is flying.
I'm also flying because I cast Fly on me and Kyle.
So if you are not flying, make an athletics check DC 15.
And I'm gonna.
Ooh, crushed it. And you were the only one climbing down, right? Well, it's going to take you a lot
Yep.
longer to climb down than for them to fly down. I mean, gravity does most of the work when you're flying down.
Right.
More of a
You gotta
controlled
keep from
fall.
crashing.
Right,
Fly before you crash.
right. So, it says if the prison guards detect intruders, they attack.
I don't think we were necessarily trying to avoid detection, so
Right.
Yeah.
so be it, I guess.
We're all in the air.
Let me see if I can get a battle map ready real quick. I think we might have a fight on our hands.
Can I climb down first and then have the other ones fight on afterwards? And kind of surprise the guards?
I'm sorry, say again.
Can I go first first, and then get the guards' attention, and then have everyone else come down afterwards.
Oh, I see. Have all the flyers wait until you get to
Yeah.
the bottom, and then
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
be the ha-ha after the guards, like, tell you to piss off. You're like, well, you didn't know about my 15 friends.
Exactly. And my flying eagle friend.
Alright, let me see here. Let's find creatures. A, B, C, D. Chain Devil. Hellhounds are H. You like my singing? 1, 2, 3, 4 hellhounds and a chain devil. You guys can take that. It says something about a tar pit, so I'm gonna try to improv a tar pit here. Let's go freehand. Black filled with black. Let's draw a tar pit.
Should we be seeing a battle map?
Oh,
Or
you will. I'm
okay.
I'm on the blank map. You know what? Am I doing something here? Yeah, there is no map for Koschici's Maw, unfortunately. Let me make sure I don't miss it. Elturel High. There's not a ton of maps that they gave you for this. It was funny. A lot of it was Theater of the Mind. But let me move you onto the right page. There we go. Now you can see the tar pit that the Chain Devil apparently oozed out of. He was hiding in the tar, which is, I'm a little unclear about that, but we'll say he was bathing in it. And as you come, he stands up and comes at you and orders his hounds to come with. And so Dagon is down there first, and everybody else is going to swoop in, or they're kind of watching from ledges a little bit above, avoiding detection. You guys want to do like a group stealth check? We'll say 12. It's a DC 12, and half of you have to beat 12.
I can't fail that.
Right.
Would a giant eagle have to roll for that? Because it's already in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
So would he be +3?
Dexterity, right? We got some guidance. Anybody, or is that Dagon does the guidance?
I did the guidance, but I thought there was another person.
I thought it was Marcus.
Yeah, I can do guidance as well. Yeah, it won't help me, but it might help somebody else.
Salim can roll.
Yeah, what was DC again?
Fancy can roll. 12.
12,
Yeah.
yeah, Salim and Fancy.
Shit, we'd have 3 or higher.
Well, I would say you'd have to go by Fancy's dexterity, not the eagle.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to roll, please go ahead.
All right, let's do it. What do you want me to roll? It seems like
1d4.
Oh man, that's so much pressure.
You got
Guidance
a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, the 50.
increase as you level up, or is that not
I
how it
don't
works?
think it
No.
scales, right?
Damn.
Yeah, it does
just
not.
1d4 guidance. It'd be nice if it did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Womp womp. I see your friends up on the upper reaches waiting to ambush. So we'll start with that. Just turn around and leave now while you still can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No.
Nope.
Dagon, any response?
No, I just pull out my my battle axe.
I guess that's a pretty clear intent. And he says, "That how you're going to play it, boy?"
You know, just say he talks too much. Let's go.
Wow.
All right,
Dagon's itching for a fight here.
let's do it. Initiative. Let's see who drops the
Ooh.
hammer faster.
I'm gonna get the lowest initiative. Right now.
Oh, I forgot Lulu. All right, I think that's everybody. Descending order. All right, so Kyle, you're up. Call it 100 feet up.
That's in range. I'm just gonna fire away. First shot.
And this is
This is
the
at
chain
the
devil.
chain devil.
That's the guy out the front. That would be the one I could hit.
Okay. 16 just hits. Sharpshooter damage applies. 18 points of magical damage.
Second one misses then, and now my last attack. $15, I don't know.
15 misses.
All right, so yeah, just 18.
Well, that's enough. All right. Salim.
Okay. I'm gonna. Well, look how far the. Okay, 90 feet. Am I. Let's see. So that's 40 feet.
You're on a ledge about 100 feet up.
Okay, I'm 100. Well, I'm still focusing on the fly because I cast it on me,
Right.
Kyle. I'm just gonna move 10 feet down because I need to be in 90 feet to cast Hex on this guy. I'm gonna
Gotcha.
Hex his strength
All right. Good one.
because I'm
to hex.
assuming he's gonna be a decent
Does he
fighter.
get a save against that, or
Let me put it.
it's a concentration for Salim?
Oh wait, it's concentration. Shit, I cannot. I take that back. I cannot do that. It's concentration, and I'm focusing on fly. Can't do that. Take that back. That was my mistake. I
No.
thought it wasn't
Easy enough.
concentration.
Yep.
In that case, let me just hit him with the normal. Okay, I'm gonna try this spell. I've had it for a while. Going to use the Psychic Lance on this guy.
Okay. Ooh, a 4th level.
Yeah, it's 120. Yeah.
Love it.
An intelligence saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's got magic resistance. So he gets advantage on his save, his intelligence save.
DC was 16.
Right?
So he's
Yeah.
taken 30 points of psychic.
That one's gonna hurt, Gene.
30 points, all right.
And is incapacitated.
Is that? Did I miss? I stopped at the damage.
Yes, it does say
and
incapacitated.
until the start of your next turn. All right.
Yeah. Salim was like, I ain't got time for this shit. Let's keep it moving, people. Let's go.
Right. And Salim is concentrating on fly. Who else is concentrating on fly? Anybody?
She twinned the spell.
I did. So that's why I was like, I can't undo it. It's not just me going down.
Yeah, but who was the other recipient?
It was Kyle.
Okay. Oh, but
But she's concentrating on both.
can you twin a concentration spell?
Let me.
I think.
Hold on. I guess so.
So I got a quick one here. What happens if you twin a spell that requires concentration? Can your character maintain concentration on 2 spells? If concentration is broken, do both spells fail? Are separate checks made on each? When you cast a spell, you can target a second creature in range with the same spell.
So do you want her concentrating on both, or do you want me to concentrate on the one that's on me?
I think she's concentrating on an effect that's happening on 2 people.
Okay.
Is how to read that. So, so you can get hit to your whack-a-mole's content, and you don't have to make any concentration checks on your fly.
As long as I don't take damage. Nope.
All right. So this hellhound, he's got a movement. He's a fast bugger. He's got a speed of 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He charges right up on Dagon. And he's going to blast you with his fire breath. So let's get a dexterity saving throw, please.
From who?
Dagon. Ooh, just missed it.
Yeah, because the rest of us are back a ways flying.
Right. Okay, so 18 points of fire damage.
That's resistance, so it's 9.
All right, and I'm going to make a check for his recharge ability on that fire breath. He recharges on a 5 or a 6, so his breath recharges. Let's see. I'm going to put a dot on the ones that have a fire breath ready to go. All right. That hellhound went up and attacked Dagon with his fire breath. Now we go to Fancy, who is again 100 feet up on a ledge.
Does anyone need to be taken back into the battle or anything?
I thought Marielle was riding on
Yeah. Are you gonna stay in Eagle?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna barrel ass down into the fight.
Do you need me to drop you a giant eagle?
Excuse me?
Do you want me to drop a giant eagle on the board since you are shape changed into one?
That would be ballsy. Muriel is riding into battle, and she can direct the eagle.
Direct the eagle. Okay.
Like, I am your steed, Fancy says. Well, he doesn't even say it. It's like, dude, I'm an eagle. You're riding on me. Can you just point the way?
Yeah, I got arrows, so you can,
All right,
as long
there
as
you
you
go.
stay within 80 feet, I can attack any of them. So then you can
Hey,
attack
just
who
tell
you
me
want
what
to
to do.
attack.
Just
Just,
enjoying the air.
just stay within 80 feet. Maybe attack this guy first.
With
Since he's the most hurt.
Fancy, you've got 80 feet of movement as a giant eagle, so you can get down 20 feet, but you can't get down all the way unless you do a dash action.
Yeah, I'll do a dash action, but I will go over. I want to stay a little bit further away because she's got 80. I would try there.
All right. So you're about 20 feet away from Dagon and the Hellhound right now.
With Muriel on me.
Yep.
Oh, with Muriel riding. Oh, okay. I missed
Yeah.
that part. I was obsessed with my own thing. Sorry. There you go.
And Raven.
We're gonna start doing competitions. It's cool.
Mr. Owl.
He's gonna fly in on the big guy, do the help action, and end up right there.
All right. Hellhound charges forward. Let's get a dexterity saving throw from Dagon. They're trying to cook you, Dagon. Nice. So you're going to take half as much damage.
Resistance means I take none. Or half again.
I think it's half
Half
again.
again. Yeah.
So that'd be 4.
4. Right. 4 fire damage. Let's see if that recharges for him. It does. Okay. And the Chain Devil.
Incapacitated.
Right. Thank you for the reminder. Incapacitated until the start of whose next turn?
So
Mine.
Salim. Because you had that long range spell snipe.
Yep.
4th level spell. No wonder, right?
Yeah.
All right. So he's incapacitated. That means he can do nothing. He can't even save against the effect again because it has a limited set duration. Lulu, doing what Lulu does, tends to hang in the back, and then we go to Marcus.
Okay, I am going to summon a celestial,
Holy shit!
which is kind of neat.
Right?
So I just need a token. I've already got the stat block pulled up and everything, so I can track all its hit points and attacks and all that crap.
Does it have a creature type that it does uses, or?
It's the celestial spirit token. I don't know if I can. I don't know if you have that in your little repertoire there.
Yeah, believe it or not, there's a monster called Celestial Spirit.
Yeah.
Things are getting biblical.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah, they are.
And if you can give me control of him, then I can have some ass kicking time.
Right.
So he's going there, and he's going to attack this hellhound right here. Which his attack is D20 plus 9 with a mace.
Oh yeah, so there's a hit.
And if that hits, that's 11. Let me check damage type. radiant damage.
11 radiant. Okay.
And he's got 2 attacks. Let's do that again.
Nice. 15 more.
Another 15 more radiant.
I think he's attacking the Hellhound.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I was doing that all against the Chain Devil. I'm sorry. Were that both attacks were against the Hellhound?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's me not paying enough attention. I apologize. All right, so 11 and 15, so 26 hit points go back to the Chain Devil. And 26 come off of the Hellhound.
Yep.
All right, very good.
That's it.
Now, I guess got to double check here. I think I know the answer. Can't take actions or reactions. He was saving his reaction to do something to you, Dagon, but now he's incapacitated, so he can't take a reaction. So it is your turn. You are free to go.
I'm going to basically stop passing all over here. And he's immune to magic weapons or resistant.
To magical weapons, I think he takes full damage.
Then no giants might on that. That's what we turned off. But since he's incapacitated, it's automatically crit.
I don't know that. I don't think incapacitated has that. Like, let me see what it says for prone. Yeah, no, it doesn't say auto crit for prone. Any other condition you can think of? Stunned? No, that doesn't have auto crit.
There is one. I can't remember which one it is.
Restrained, maybe?
Okay. Oh, that's unconscious.
But that was a crit anyway.
Paralyzed?
But I rolled a crit anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
I think it's
paralyzed.
unconscious.
There it is.
No.
Paralyzed. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if it's within 5 feet. That's paralyzed.
Okay.
So whatever the difference between the subtle difference between incapacitated and paralyzed is
It says literally from Roll20, incapacitated is just he can't take actions or reactions. That's all it is.
Right.
He can't do anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, he took 17 damage. Slashing 16 damage.
16 damage to the Chain Devil?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And then I attack again.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
18 more?
So that's not 18. Yeah. And then I'm going to use. I'm going to put this on. Action Surge. So I have one additional action. And then I'm going to attack again. I don't know if the action surge is also another bonus action or just a regular.
It's another action.
Just the action. Okay.
Right.
It gives you 2 attacks again.
Right. If you have multi-attack, you get to attack twice. Right. But with a single action.
Okay. So more. Yeah, there's something wrong with the dice.
Did you just crit 3 times in a row, or you got something turned on to auto crit?
Let me check. No, it just 33 times in a row.
That's amazing.
Wow.
All right.
Because it does look like it rolled that way.
Yeah. Which never works for a normal roll. Both crits turned off.
Down he goes.
Just do it one more time, just to see for
Yeah,
sure.
just roll it one more time.
Um,
One more.
oh, now I took it if I could. Oh.
You just got good numbers with it. Damn.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is
Hey, that's-
crazy.
I'm looking up the odds of that.
All right.
You just double crit.
It says,
Tripled.
according just to Google real fast, it says that's a 1 in 8,000 chance.
Wow. You play the Powerball.
I am going to play 30 on Keno this week.
Damn.
Damn it.
I'm not enough to ball.
I think
$1
we
lottery.
rolled more than 8,000 times, though.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, Miss Muriel on an eagle.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my short bow, but I'm gonna hold my shot on this guy because I want my raven to go harass him and give me advantage.
Can I assist her? I
Assist
can't
me
do that.
doing what? I
It's
don't-
your turn. It's too late. You
yeah,
gotta,
I just need to wait because my raven's right after me, so I'm just gonna I just draw and hold.
Until.
yeah, I can't give you the bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay.
All right, there goes your cue.
Yep. So send him over here, and then shoot.
5. $24.
Yup.
Magical damage.
Bad.
All right, just the one shot though, right?
Yep.
All right, Mr. Hellhound here. Is this spirit at ground level? It is, right?
Yes.
All right, so the Hellhound is going to come up here, and he's going to exhume exude a cone of fire that's going to hit the spirit and the raven.
Rude.
So let's get DC 12 deck saves.
Oh, I did not look up how to do saving throws for this guy. Let's see.
He's a creature token. He can. I got it right here. If you Alt double click on him, it should just open him up, and you can roll. If he doesn't have a save category, just roll the, the dex, straight dex roll.
I see.
So no advantage. So 11 misses, because if it was advantage, you would have passed. Let's see. So that was 23 fire damage to. I think the crow is insta cooked. Either way.
Yeah, I mean, even if he saved, it's half damage, right?
Right.
Got like 1 hit point, so.
Right. And the Celestial Spirit has how many hit points? It has 40, right?
40. Yeah. You say 23 damage?
Yes, 23.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and the recharge for his ability. Wow, 3 recharges in a row. Well, so what are the odds of getting 3 6s in a row on a D6?
And this,
Let me look.
I mean, it's spooky Halloween. I want to find that out. And that was the combination to the safe. Remember, that was one of the highlights of the last time we played. Because you had to cast the knock spell to find out the first number is 6. And you cast another knock, and the second number is 6. And you're like, no, it didn't. It was like, yes, they did. Yes, they did. 666. You think Iron Maiden, the guys in Iron Maiden played D&D? I bet you they did.
Okay, so it says the probability is 1 in 216 chance.
Right. All right, so 6 and 30. I'm getting my numbers. I just need 2 more. All right, so that was this Hellhound now is going to, again, Dagon, let's get a DC 12 Dex check. And just breathing fire all over the place. This is what they do. All right, so that's half damage on...
Dagon's guy is dead.
So 8 points of damage for Dagon.
So 4 points.
And does his power recharge? It does not. Alright. And we are back at the top of the round. Now we go to Kyle. This is going to go pretty quick.
The one that's closest to me, I'm going to open fire on that one.
Alright. Hellhounds, armor class 15.
I am not rolling tonight. One more and I'm done.
Don't worry, you have the group's Air Force.
17 hits for 15 damage. Alright. And then we go to Salim.
Okay. Let's see. Guess. God, I have to be careful because, like, so many of these spells are concentration. I'll focus on this Hellhound, and I'm gonna hit it with... Is Eldritch Blast in range? Yes, it is. I'm gonna hit it with an Eldritch
Drop.
Blast.
Nice. 3 force damage. You have 2 blasts at this point? Or 3,
Yes.
maybe.
Yes.
How do I tell? I don't know.
Here, let me
How
look
many
it up
blasts?
at,
Definitely at 2.
Oh, it says total beams.
Level
Okay, I'm
5
seeing
you
it.
get.
But I'm technically a level 2 sorcerer. I mean, a warlock. That's the problem.
it doesn't matter. It's your character level
character
for
Okay.
level, right?
cantrips.
Right.
For cantrips.
Okay, so it does say on the sheet that it's 2 beams, so I guess I can cast it twice at him.
Alright, and at this guy, so there's 2 hits for a total of 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Waboom. This guy is dead, and we go to Fancy.
I am going to defer to Muriel, and do you want to just kind of chill out here? You need me to go higher, lower, west, east?
Can Giant Eagle do like a flyby thing, or if you go into his range and then fly away, will you get a? Can he attack you?
The eagle does not have the flyby ability.
Okay, then it's
So
up to you.
he'll get a op attack, right?
It's up to you if you want to do that.
Well, I mean,
s-
why can't I fly you near the people and then you just attack them?
because I only need to be 80 feet near. I don't need to be near. I don't really like to be near. So, but I
Okay.
mean, if you
This
were to
is a
attack him,
negotiation. Okay.
I think like the eagle's big enough that if the eagle attacked and I was still on the eagle's back, I'd probably be like still at range.
You know what? I am your Gulfstream, private jet. We'll just go wherever you want to go.
Okay.
That's the way we're playing this.
Then
So where
just
do you
like
want?
fly around because it's fun. Whee!
All right, I'm done.
All right, Mr. Owl.
He will do the help action on the one way down the bottom and go back to where he is.
All right. All right, this hellhound here has got his fire breath. He's gonna unleash it at let's see, at Dagon. Dexterity 12 saving throw, sir.
Oh. Well, it's awkward.
6 points of damage. And he recharges. Marcus.
Okay, quick rules question. When a creature has reached 5 feet, would my celestial spirit be within attacking range of this guy then? Do I understand that rule correctly?
I don't know that I understand. Could you say it one more time?
So this celestial spirit has the ability. I don't know if you call it an ability. It has reach.
Right.
So it has the reach 5 feet, one target. So that means
it can only target adjacent stuff. If it was reach 10, then he could do that guy without moving, right?
Well, that's kind of dumb then, because that's what everyone has by default.
Right.
So why call it out then? Okay, sure. Anyway, I'll go ahead and move my guy here, and we'll smack him with a mace for bludgeoning, magical.
Okay.
And then this celestial is moving towards him and attacking him twice with his radiant mace.
Right. Not so much on that one. All right.
14 misses too?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then he's also going to... Where is it? Celestial can choose itself or another creature it can see. Gains 1d10 temporary hit points. So he's going to give himself 10 temporary hit points.
Cool. All right.
Who does that go to?
What's that?
Who does the temporary hit points go to?
Himself.
Right. Marcus gets him. All right. So Dagon. $15 on the Hellhound hits for 14 slashing damage. Followed by another hit for 12 more.
Nice.
All right.
And
then we go to Muriel. Oh, top the eagle.
Yeah, I think the owl will use the help action on this guy down here. Is that right?
I think so.
No, it's this one down here.
Oh, that one down there. Oh. Do I want to shoot him? I think
I would do it. I would do it.
I'm not. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Because I can still get sneak attack because of Dagon. I just don't get advantage.
Right.
Bam.
Bang, bang.
And which one was this, left or right?
This one.
Right. Okay. 25 drops him.
Nice.
You guys are cleaning this up. Well, you did spend some pretty significant resources. I think a 4th and a 5th level spell.
Yep.
Yep.
I
I am an
that. All
Haven't for
right.
an hour though.
All right. This hellhound, with no concern of his own safety or longevity, charges at Dagon and makes you do the Dexterity 12 saving throw, Dagon.
Actually, he's not recharged.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I forgot my own system here. So rather than that, he's going to bite.
Me.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, 25 kills. Oh.
So he crits on his bite for 13 and 6, 25
Oh.
total damage.
I'll still rebarbs that.
Wait,
Rebarbs.
doesn't, I don't suffer for critical hits.
Because you got the adamantine armor.
Oh.
Yeah.
So in which case it drops to 11 points of damage.
And the fire gets halved because he's fire resistant.
Right?
Yeah, so that's
So-
8 points.
That comes down to 8 points, right?
Yeah, so I'll take the 8 points. Don't waste the spell slot.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll save it.
Let's see if his power recharges. It does not. And we're up to Kyle on the ledge.
All right, I'm just gonna. I guess I'll start with the one that I put advantage on. I'm enraged.
Ooh, okay. And this is this one, right?
No, it's the one down below because I put advantage on that one earlier.
Got it. Okay, so a total of 20.
Yep, the first shot.
Ooh, not so much on that one.
And the last one coming up. Dice have been cold tonight.
Ooh, very cold. It's chilly. I feel a draft. Salim. Concentrating
Okay.
on 2 flies, right?
Yep. Okay, let me see. Go to my. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on this guy. On sorry, let me clarify who I mean by guy.
The big guy?
Yep.
That's
That's
on your
the
side.
Celestial.
I'm sorry. God damn it. For some reason, I was like, Then I
Yeah,
will
he
move
kind
that
of
to
looks
the dock.
creepy. He looks like
I'm
Dr.
sorry,
Manhattan or
I
something, but
I did not sleep well last night. So it's starting to get to me now. It's the end of the day.
If it's any consolation, as far as I was concerned, you're on your A game, so don't worry about it.
Let's say I pointed to the dog to begin with.
Sure.
You misclicked.
All right, so a wisdom save on the dog. Made it.
He still takes half damage, and he will not run away.
And which one is this? This is this one closer to you?
Mm-hmm.
6 points of damage. All right. Fly like an eagle, fancy.
Fancy turns to Muriel and is like, "What do you want to do?"
You're very
You can
deferential, fancy.
you can attack him if you want.
Oh, I'm not going to attack anybody.
You're a giant eagle. Claw his eyes out.
I'm not going to claw people's eyes out. That's crazy.
I think
Then
Why-
just fly around, because that's fun.
All right. Fancy flies 50 feet up and goes right there.
Whoo!
Whee! Mr. Owl helping on that hellhound right there.
Yep.
All right, now he goes. And Marcus, you're all down here, right?
Yep.
Up in his grill. So why doesn't he turn around? Let's see. He can get you, the two of you, in a 15-foot cone, the owl and Marcus. So
If
dexterity.
he moves something like that,
saving.
does Marcus get an opportunity attack?
Oh, I guess he would, right? Yeah, he would.
Where did he move from? To
He moved from an adjacent square to here, just to line up his fire breath.
yes, I suppose.
Okay, missed.
Bummer.
Now you can do a dexterity saving throw. Unfortunately, the owl is dead either way.
Is it a big one?
All right, Marcus crushed his save, so let's see. I got to roll the damage, right? Okay.
Yep.
So 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then your turn.
All right, let me record that. Let's see. I'm going to move down here, put him in flanking. So, 22.
Oh, yeah. All right. 7 points. And that's it.
And then Celestial Spirit.
Oh,
Gonna attack
that's
the
right.
one to his left.
There's a hit.
Nice. And that's 10 plus 8. 16 points of damage to the one on the left. And second
Yeah.
attack will be the one to the south.
All right.
15.
Hit. 10
For 10.
points. All right, Dagon.
Oh, he's going to give 10 temporary hit points to Dagon as well.
Oh, very good. Nice. You got a second attack?
Yeah.
All right, that puts it away. Yeah, this area was scaled for level 9 characters. So you coming back here, I'm not surprised it was a little bit easier. But you did spend some resources, and that is half the battle sometimes, is managing your resources. And a fight gets tougher later, not just because of the monsters, but because of the depleted resources. So we are right outside of the cave in which Kostichi, who has been screaming during this whole encounter, we can get in and meet him and talk to him and possibly free him. As that is why the reason you really came here was to free him, and yeah. Oh, and so the only other thing I can tell you, newsworthy, is in 2 weeks on October the 24th. I will be going out to dinner with my wife for our 3rd wedding anniversary, which is just falls on a Tuesday night this year. So I won't be playing in 2 weeks, but we will see you all here next week.
Actually,
and,
I was just about to say, I actually won't be here next week.
Okay.
My friend is having a little get together. It's her birthday Saturday, and she's just doing a something Tuesday night.
Very good, very good.
I also will not be here next week.
Do we want to take a 2-week hiatus before we come back? I think if we got 2 people out for next week, that makes me feel like, I should prepare for running a game. What will it be? It would be something like November 1st or something, right?
Oh, it'll be Halloween.
Should we just wait until the 7th?
Oh.
3 weeks.
Probably. Unfortunately.
Oh, I'm not doing anything on Halloween night, not on a Tuesday night.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
We can leave that up in the air if people have plans later.
Right. All right. Well, let's call the 17th and 24th off, and then we'll kind of message in the group as we get toward Halloween and do something either then or into November.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, folks. Well, thanks again for coming and playing. I'm sorry I didn't have Koshchichi's Ma as prepared in my head, but I think other than a few timing issues, it all came together. So thank you for your patience with my backwards DMing, and I wish you all a good one, and we'll regroup here in a couple of weeks.
Right on.
All right, cool, everybody.
See you guys.
Safe out in that crazy world, everybody.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.